Hello, I'm Kathy Obear. I use she, they pronouns, coming to you from Denver, Colorado, the unceded, stolen lands of the Arapaho, the Cheyenne, the original inhabitants. I could not be more honored, excited to partner with Gateway Technical College in your equity challenge. I used to work in higher ed, and I wish I had the skills and tools, understanding, commitment that I would have if I had had an equity challenge like this back then. Today, this work is even more critical than ever before. Our students, staff, faculty, administrators truly need to find places to thrive, succeed, move to graduation, success, however they define. And we have to learn as people working at Gateway, how do we accelerate all that within our way, how we do the work. As you create campus environments that are truly equitable, inclusive, that truly meet the needs of all. And when I say all, I mean all across full breadth of identity. I'm talking about positional hierarchy, your job, your educational background, class background, talking about the students who are first gen, might have some disability dynamics going on. You're talking about gender, race, ethnicity, gender identity, sex, sexuality, religion, spirituality, age, years of experience, nationality, immigration status, refugee status. I could go on. Any identity where some people more easily thrive, seen as valuable, smart, promotable, good student, and others consistently get messages that you don't belong, we dismiss you, you're not as important, you're lucky to be here. Your privileged, marginalized groups impact how we're seen and treated, and all those skills, capacities, learning are in this equity challenge. My hope is, as you do this, you'll find your personal passion and reground in why, your why and the college's why. This is critical to your success, student success, staff, faculty success. But more importantly, I want you to develop the skills and capacities at the interpersonal level to really recognize and engage those daily indignities, those comments, behaviors, microaggressions that might be what's on the website, messages that tell people they don't belong, they're excluded, they're unwelcome, and make it unsafe to be who they are. I took years to learn these capacities. In the 80s, when I was on a college campus, didn't have them. The materials I've developed with many people's support and resources, I hope you find accessible. I don't think it takes that long, anywhere near that long, to find your passion and skills to speak up and intervene, and not just at the interpersonal level, to ask people to look at the impact of their behavior, to make amends, for you to listen to feedback if it's your behavior, but also to do that inner work. If you go into fragility, if someone asks you to look at your behavior, when do you hit hot buttons? When do you want to come in and attack and fight folks instead of being engaged in dialogue to help them learn what they did that was ineffective and how you stay with them to learn what they need to do to be a part of this community of equity inclusion. And it's not just about interpersonal skills. It's about organizational. And so the metaphor of, I use it trifocals, using an organizational lens. So individually we have to learn, we have to engage others at the group level and get rid of those microaggressions that impact us differently from privileged, marginalized identities. And mostly at the organizational level, we have to look at every policy, practice we're thinking about, planning, make decisions, use an equity lens, whose needs are met, whose aren't, who might get underprivileged, who's getting negative treatment, and revise every policy, practice, program, service, norm we're currently using with an equity lens to see, in today's climate, do we need to revise? Just like you did in the pandemic, where literally everything was thrown up. You moved on a dime with an equity lens to change most everything and how you did it when we had to go virtual. Keep that energy commitment as you come back to hybrid or virtual or in person. How do we keep equity centered, supporting the success of all? I encourage you to get a cohort together, some of your friends, your colleagues, to go through this and share resources with folks that maybe aren't in it yet. Talk about it in team meetings, because after the 21-day challenge, we're going to need to come together to practice, to really infuse these skills, capacities in everything we do. We owe it to the students we're serving now, the staff, faculty, administrators we work with, and to future generations to do our part to use an equity lens in everything we do, speak up, speak out, raise issues, truly create equitable, inclusive, dynamic environments today for all. I want to thank you for your commitment to this challenge and look forward to meeting with you on the back end. Take good care in these times.